Hi, everyone. Welcome to Communications 202 Fundamentals of Speech and to the Spring 2026 semester. My name is Sydney O'Shaughnessy, and I'll be your instructor this semester. I wanted to jump on here and record a really brief video just showing you how the semester is laid out, where you can find all of your resources, and to introduce myself to you. Again, my name is Sydney. I have been an adjunct professor at Shepherd for a year. I teach Communications 202 every semester, and I also am the faculty advisor for the student newspaper called The Picket. So that's where you'll find me on campus. However, this is not my full-time job. I am also a full-time communications professional in Washington, D.C. I am the director of communications for a small nonprofit. So that's what I do for my day job. But anyways, so now let's just jump in and walk through our Brightspace page where you can find everything, and also just give you some background on my thinking for some of the assignments and the syllabus and things like that. So when you first open up our Brightspace on the course home, you'll see this welcome. It's just the generic information, but I've also made sure to call out your syllabus that you can just click and go see your syllabus, as well as your kind of first message. You'll only really need this in the first couple weeks of class. I also put my email over here. I am very accessible via email. So if you have any questions or if you need anything, just send me an email. I will always respond within 2 days or sooner. So that's the best way you can reach me. And then every week I will also post an announcement. Sometimes I'll have a video there, sometimes I won't, but it's really important that you stay attentive to your email and stay attentive to our Brightspace so that you know of any upcoming deadlines or any kinds of shifts or changes or tips that I'm sharing in the announcements. Then I also made sure that you have this work to do section so that you know what deadlines are coming up. And that's all found on the course home. The next tab over is the content tab. When you click on that, you're going to see the general layout of our class. So I have broken up our class into all of these modules based on the week. So in week 1, you would click on, which is this week, you would click here and you'll see all of the things that you should be working on this week. This week, for example, you'll have to read chapters 1 through 4 and 14 and 19. So there's all of our PowerPoint slides, all of the other resources, and then all of the related quizzes for those chapters. However, your very first thing that you should be doing is pushing this, and you can see that I have this little description, and then I did also provide you a little list, just help you kind of navigate Brightspace in this course for the first time. So things to get started is that I really want you to review your syllabus. I want you to read this, and I want you to do your first speech assignment. So you heard that right. You do have a first speech assignment due this Sunday. However, it is not a big deal. It's just your chance to practice recording yourself and submitting that video to me. So I'm not grading on how you actually talk to me on the video. It doesn't have to be super professional or like a speech. It's just your opportunity to speak to me, introduce yourself, and practice recording and then taking that video, uploading it to YouTube, making sure that video is set to unlisted, and then taking that link and submitting it via Brightspace. So that's that. And then here is your syllabus, and you just click here and you'd see it. But yeah, so that's the content tab. And then the next tab is the assignments tab. This assignments tab shows you all of your due dates for all of the assignments for all of the semester. And you are welcome to work ahead in this semester. It's asynchronous. So if you know you have travel coming up for a class or for sports or for theater or what have you, you can get ahead. So don't worry, like there's no penalty for moving quickly through the assignment. But that's also one of the main reasons I don't accept late work is because you have access to everything starting on day 1. But you'll see that your assignments are really broken up into speech assignments and homework assignments. Homework assignments are written assignments that are based on your readings. And I also take that opportunity to share additional resources. So sometimes the homework assignments seem really long, but they really just have extra videos and extra resources for you to kind of internalize. And then you'll have your speech assignments, which I call rounds. So for all of round 1, round 2, round 3, you can expect that you are going to be giving a speech on video. It should be polished. It should be professional. You should have prepared for it. And then you will be submitting the link to that video as well as typically a document like your outline. Sometimes I ask for like a questionnaire and things like that, but that's how our assignments are. And then you'll see our quizzes on the quizzes tab. We have a chapter quiz for every single chapter that we cover in this class. Each quiz is 10 questions, multiple choice, and you have 2 attempts to get a 100 basically. And the reason why we do these quizzes is so that we do not have to have a midterm. So we do not have a midterm in this class. We do have a final exam though, and that's open for the entire final exam window. And then, of course, there's your grade books and your calendar of upcoming tasks and assignments, and then your class list. So that is how our Brightspace is oriented. Most everything you need will be in the content. But now I want to walk through our syllabus. So if you go to the syllabus here, you will see just a basic syllabus. The top is just the basic information. I want to draw your attention though to this right here. You can see all of the points that I'll be grading your assignments on, so you can tell which ones are probably a little bit higher effort by how much points that they are worth. And then if you go down here, you can see how many points you have to earn to get each grade. So if you want to get an A in this class, you have to earn this many points, 648 to 720. My late work policy, again, this is an asynchronous class, so you should be able to accomplish everything on deadline. However, if an emergency comes up, just email me and we can usually work something out. However, if you do submit late work, you will only receive half of the original points. I also wanted to call out that I do offer one extra credit assignment, which is a mock job interview. I think it's kind of fun. I did a few of them last semester, and everybody just had fun. You'll basically email me and say, this is the job I want after college, and I'd like to do the job interview. And so I'll prepare some questions for that field, and we'll do a quick, probably 10 to 15-minute interview, and then we'll take 5 minutes to debrief, see how we thought it went, and then you'll get 20 extra points for that. And then the last thing on this syllabus that I think that you should really pay attention to is that I do have a week by week breakdown so that you can see, okay, on the first week, these are all the things I should be doing. On the second week, these are all the things I should be doing, and et cetera, et cetera. You'll see that I have highlighted everything that you actually have to submit via Brightspace. So once again, you do have a video due this Sunday. It is just a response to the video that I am recording right now and your opportunity to introduce yourself to me. If you go to the actual assignment, I have broken it all down, what you should be talking about, etc. But you'll also see that your homework assignments are highlighted. All of your homework assignments, again, are written assignments, and those are highlighted in green. And then all of your speech assignments, which are a combination of written and videos, those are highlighted in yellow. So just know if you see something in yellow, you will be having to do a video with it. And then at the very end, I make it very clear that all of your assignments and quizzes are due no later than the last day of classes. Of course, when it comes to assignments, if you hand them in late, you're going to get half credit, but your quizzes, it's fine. Your quizzes just have to be done by the last day of classes. And then your final exam is due no later than the last day of the finals period, but I will open it up on the Monday of the finals week, and it'll close on the Friday. So I'll also post an announcement so you don't forget to do it. But that's all I have. Again, please reach out if you have any questions at all. I'm so excited for you to join my class this semester, and good luck. I can't wait to learn about the things that you're passionate about. I think that's really what the magic is in this class, is you get to give speeches and research topics that are interesting to you. And I love being able to kind of be a part of the things that you're passionate about. So again, reach out if you have any questions, and have fun this semester. Bye.